ועמלק ראש שרנו, כי דפילים נלחם לנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. עלו גביח עם יין, והשילחו מנות ויין, ונראה עין בעין, בשוב אדוני איתנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. יתרום שם אלוהינו, הרוקם את נקמתנו, ועמלק ראש שרנו, כי בפילים נלחם לנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו. פורים 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 לנו, ברוך אשר בחר בנו.
Cuando Amán se emborrachó y salió afuera, a los niños preguntó qué perasha era. Dijeron, vayera Abraham. Tenemos padre Rahman, aquel mozapía, de Yahamal lo mate. Viva yo, viva el rey, viva todo Israel, viva la reina Esther, que tanto placer nos dio. Amán se emborrachó y salió afuera, a los niños preguntó qué perasha era. Dijeron, vayera Abraham. Tenemos padre Rahman, que él no sabía, de Yahamal lo mate. Viva yo, viva el rey, viva todo Israel, viva la reina Esther, que tanto placer nos dio.
Alabar quiero a Dios, compañero y cante, siendo el monte río, amistad avante, de hombre verbante, él nos escapó, llamarlo encapó en una caída, no topó tu vida. Cristo que no nos venció, bastó mucho fierro, este negro hierro que fue gran pesar. Basta que no esté quizá, comemos con gusto, que veremos.
Erev Tov, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great out there. So nice to have you with us on this Monday evening, the 22nd of February. And shalom all, and shalom especially Rabbi. Not hearing you, Rabbi. Maybe it's me. Try it again.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go.
I switched microphones. It was a problem. Okay. So, Erev Tov, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. And we're going to begin with a little music to get us started.
So what we started with on the pre-show was some Purim music from the Sephardic tradition, played by a group called the Voice of the Turtle, with Judith, led by Judith Wax. So if you ever want to check out a very, very interesting series of Jewish music, check out Voice of the Turtle on all your favorite streaming platforms. Here's a Purim song that's a little bit more down to earth. Okay, a little more recognizable, I think. Let me just move one thing on my screen here, so I can see. There we go. Megillah, Megillah, Megillah. Oh, it's all in the Megillah. Megillah, Megillah, Megillah. Oh, it's all in the Megillah. Achashverosh is the king in Shushan town. Haman, his advisor, is so mean. Mordecai's a Jewish guy who won't bow down. And then there's Vashti, now it's Esther as the queen. Megillah, Megillah, Megillah. Oh, it's all in the Megillah. Esther was selected to be Persia's queen. Didn't tell the king she was a Jew. Mordecai said she must be the go-between and tell the truth, or else the Jews would all be through. Megillah, Megillah, Megillah. Oh, it's all in the Megillah. Achashverosh, the king, couldn't sleep at all one night when he heard about how Morty saved his life. He started to see the light. Mordecai is riding on the king's white horse. Haman has to lead him, so he's mad. Esther tells the king and saves the Jews, of course. And Haman's history, and everybody's glad. Everybody now. Megillah, Megillah, Megillah. Oh, it's all in the Megillah. Megillah, Megillah, Megillah. Oh, it's all in the Megillah. So if you want some Hamantashen, then read the Megillah.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to share a story, and then we'll take a few moments and say hello as well. Once, a very well-known noble, an important person from a faraway town, was traveling through little towns in the countryside. And as he was traveling through the woods right outside the town, he noticed on many of the trees there was a bullseye, a target, painted on the tree. And this was true on tree after tree after tree after tree. And even more remarkable is that right in the middle of the target, right there in the middle, of each and every target was an arrow stuck right into the tree. And this nobleman had never seen anything like it before in his whole life. He thought, I need to find this person who is clearly the best shot with an arrow of anybody in the land. And so as the nobleman entered the town, he started to ask around, do you know anything about the bullseyes and the arrows? And most people were busy doing their thing and did not really even respond. Well, a little time later, he did run into somebody in the town square. And in the town square, he was talking and he said, oh, I saw the most remarkable thing. And the person asked what happened. He said, I saw outside of town in the woods, bullseyes, targets on all of these trees. And right in the middle of every one was an arrow. And I must find the remarkable person who was able to shoot all of these bullseyes on these with these arrows. Well, the person in the center of town started laughing and said, that's very funny. He said, oh, you must be talking about the arrows of Rivka the Fool. What? Rivka the Fool? What do you mean? Oh, yes, Rivka the Fool. She is an amazing. She's the one responsible for all of those bullseyes. Well, you must introduce her to me. All right. So they went wandering through town asking about. Finally, they came and they found Rivka. And the nobleman said, oh, I was so amazed. I saw all these targets and all these arrows, all these bullseyes. You must show me how you do your work. Well, she says, I can teach anybody to have as many bullseyes as I had. Wow, the nobleman thought, not only amazing with her bow and arrow, but an amazing teacher as well. So the nobleman said to her, you have to come with me out into the woods and show me. So she grabbed her bow and her arrow, and she walked with him into the woods. And she took out her arrow and she pulled it back, and it hit one of the trees in the woods and stuck right there. And the nobleman said, oh, that was a great shot, but how do you get them in the middle of how do you get all those right in the middle of the target? So she said, oh, I shoot the arrows first, then I draw the targets. And she took out her paint and she drew the targets around the arrows. And so she was known as the greatest shooter of bullseyes in her area. And the nobleman smiled and laughed and continued on his way. Erev Tov, everyone. Let's see who is with us. Who would like to say hello? All right, Aurora, you're standing there, so let's hear from you. What?
Hello, we made these masks.
That's perfect for Purim. Good to make mask.
And Daddy made a silly pony over here. Is an old pony, then Daddy made a regular pony.
Oh, you got little pigtails in your hair?
Yeah, one's a circle and one. So this one's a and this one's a 1.
You want to show the rabbi our Purim decorations?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn into blue.
Oh, look at that. Lovely Purim decorations. Thank you for sharing those.
I also do this. Look at.
It's got 2 sides on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you made one for Ronan too?
Okay, let me show you. Let me show you it. How do you put it on?
Wow, those are really cool. Really cool. Thanks for sharing those, Aurora. Hi, Ronan. Hi. Thanks, Aurora. All right, Becca. Come say hello to us.
Your turn. Go ahead. Come here, so they see you.
Today I was playing with my Uma, and I know I did my great work. And after I was flying with Uma as a fairy, and Thea, after I flied with my grandma, then I flied with my auntie Thea, and with my grandma. And then when I was flying with Thea, my dad was almost coming, and Dad was going for a fly with me when he got here.
That's a lot of flying. You get tired?
No. I'll show you this.
Wow. Look at that flying. Your arms get tired from flying?
No.
No?
Just
Wow.
got them.
They must be very strong. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. All right. Cantor Paul, should we move into our Siyyum?
Let's do that. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ve'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Fros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night. Oh, wake us with morning light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Oh, Adonai, Amen, 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 Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ve'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
just a few hellos to Rita and to Debbie and to Nancy and to Beth and to Ellen and Adele and Tim and Marla and Marianne and Marlise and Robin and Yvonne and Simon and Chris and Rochelle, and Jacinta and Iraj. So a whole bunch of people who are there with us. Great to have you with us on Facebook Live, as well as those who are with us here on Zoom. A couple of announcements. We're going to kind of keep it to the immediate, since there's a lot of things happening in immediate days, and then we'll have new immediate days to talk about. This Thursday night, we have our Purim celebration. We'll have a costume parade, so you can wear a little costume. We can only see you from, here up, so costume can just be upper body costume. And we will have and then we'll do a little reading, telling of the Purim story, a little reading of the Megillah, and some Purim songs. So hope that people will join us for that. Friday night, we have a Shabbat service. It's also Scout Shabbat, right, Cantor? Is that this week? Yes. We'll be hosting many of both Jewish and non-Jewish scouts from the scouting movements who will be participating virtually with us for Shabbat services this week. And that gets us through the end of this week. Sunday, for those who are Beit Sefer kids, there'll also be a special Purim celebration and learning as part of Beit Sefer as well. Cantor Paul, anything that you want to add to anything?
I didn't check. I posted earlier on Facebook page that we still had unclaimed Chumintash. We had 2 small dozen and half a dozen large that were available. I did not check Facebook in the last couple hours to see if anybody responded that they wanted them. If they are available, just drop me an email or a message on Facebook on our TBI Facebook page, and I'll make sure that we make arrangements to get them to you. Same pricing as we had in our original order, but I want to just thank everybody for participating. We had over 50 separate orders and had over 50 pounds of Hamantashen. So that was really nice to see. And it was nice to be able to at least see some of our folks as they picked up their Hamantashen socially distanced in our parking lot yesterday. And if you haven't gotten yours yet and you did order them, I'm sure you're probably been contacted not only for payment, but also to arrange with Jay when you're going to pick them up at TBI. So thank you, Jay Eisenberg, for all your support on that.
And we'll close with a song.
So if you're a child of the 60s, I am, you may remember a musical artist from that became relatively well known back then. She was actually the first artist from the Native American community to make a name for herself on the folk music scene and on the concert scene. Her name was Buffy St. Marie. Her name is Buffy St. Marie, and I, along with many other musicians throughout the country, have had a chance to honor her over the last couple of days as she celebrates her 80th birthday. So this is a song she wrote called Now That the Buffalo's Gone. Can you remember the times that you have held your head high and told all your friends of your Indian claims? Proud good lady and proud good man, your great-great-grandfather from Indian blood sprang, and you feel in your heart for these ones. Oh, it's written in books and in songs that we've been mistreated and wronged. Well, over and over I hear the same words from you, good lady, from you, good man. Well, and listen to me if you care where we stand, and you feel that you're part of these ones. when a war between nations is lost. The loser we know pays the cost. But even when Germany fell to your hands, consider, dear lady, consider, dear man, you left them their pride and you left them their land. But what have you done to these ones? Has a change come about, Uncle Sam? Or are you still taking our land? A treaty forever George Washington signed. He didn't, dear lady, he didn't, dear man. And the treaty's been broken by Kinzuadam. And what will you do for these ones? Oh, it's all in the past, you can say, but it's still going on till today. The government now wants the Iroquois land, that of the Seneca and the Cheyenne. It's here and it's now, you must help us, dear man, now that the buffalo's gone. Yom Huledet Sameach, Buffy St. Marie.
Thanks, everybody. Hope to see you all soon.